Going up our first fundraiser for CAN in the house, and we're hopefully going to have another one on the 28th of March.
Very good.
And
bring a friend.
Yes, and I guess we all know what the issues are. I just want to point out Scientific American, the February issue of Scientific American. Marijuana, one of the safest, least toxic, and most versatile of all the drugs.
Well, that's a turnaround.
Medically, no, science has always been on our side.
Yeah, actually, it's a turnaround for Scientific American.
Is it?
From
No, Scientific American?
They've been pretty, they aren't as good as New Scientist, but most of the science magazines are pretty positive, so. But they just stick with science. If you stick with science. And I actually, so I've written this up for you guys to take up to Tallahassee with you. And then I gave my quote from my favorite lecturer at the University of Ottawa, Dr. George Lane, when I was 1973. Chief of the Department of Pharmacology. Marijuana, one of the safest drugs known to man. And that was the whole lecture on marijuana.
Which chief of toxicology was that? Where?
At the University of Ottawa. Yeah, that was my lecture, 1973. That was the whole lecture on marijuana. Anyway, so I'm pleased to introduce Troubadour Al, who's performed, we're both from Key West. He's done many Key West church services, and he says he's written some of these songs. I believe it was with my help, though.
Okay.
Anyway, without further ado,
I won't introduce my songs, I'll let them speak for themselves. Well, I've shaved my head and broken bread and mumbled doom alone in the street. I've meditated, palpitated, been violated in a Jesuit retreat. Tarot cards ain't avant-garde, I was hardly touched by the Esalen Institute. ESP, EST, LSE, DNBC, Mama Snoops thought I was cute. Extra munction at the junction, acupuncture was a pain. For Christ's sake, I danced with snakes and had a nervous breakdown on the gospel train. Billy Graham heard him saying he'd been praying God would see me through. E-chain rolfing, folk singing, I love you. Finding the way isn't easy, riding the road you don't know. You may take the straight and narrow, make your life an arrow, but that ain't the way the sparrow goes. Well, I've had mystic vision, baptism, Sufism made me dance. 10 months with Zen monks who couldn't give me an answer. I sung songs at night by the city lights of the San Francisco Zoo. I found Nirvana in Indiana, I did mushrooms in Peru. Lean tunes with Hindus saying this too shall pass. Buddha, Buddha, and Baba Ramdas. Astrology, psychology, phrenology, all fine. Anxiety, psychiatry, gee, it's all in your mind. Finding the way isn't easy, riding the road you don't know. You may take the straight and narrow, make your life an arrow, but that ain't the way the sparrow goes. My Aunt Sal, dear old gal, standing in her kitchen drunk, says to me, son, I see every thought you're thinking. Times I'd stay and watch her praying to the saints upon her shelf. As I recall it, there'd be Sally, she'd be singing, you gotta cross this lonesome alley for yourself. Finding the way isn't easy, riding the road you don't know. You may take the straight and narrow, make your life an arrow, but that ain't the way the sparrow goes. That ain't the way the water flows. That ain't the way the water knows.
nice.
Your wandering is our pleasure.
are you one of those radicals?
Hey, not all who wander are lost.
Well, this city life is dreary, and the cold winds make me weary, and I wonder why I ever did depart. childhood in the Blue Ridge Mountain Wildwood. There's an Appalachian springtime in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's an Appalachian springtime in my heart. Now I can smell the dogwood blossoms, see the squirrel golden possum in the Appalachian springtime in my heart. Now you know it don't agree with me, this working in a factory. It's a big machine, I'm just a tiny part. I'd much prefer to take a sack of bright red wine, black tobacco, to the Appalachian springtime in my heart. In my heart, there's an Appalachian springtime in my heart. Down in the hollow there's a little cabin where mommy's rocking and daddy's napping in the Appalachian springtime in my heart. Well, dear friends, if the truth be known, the pathways of my youth are gone. They stripped the mountains and clouded up the stream. The cabin washed away last spring. The folks are gone and nothing is anything like I see it in my dreams. Through the winter snows are falling, hear the daffodils are calling. I'd love to go, but don't know how to start. I'm afraid if I go back by then, they'll have trimmed the mountains to match the men in the Appalachian springtime in my heart. In my heart, there's an Appalachian springtime in my heart. Though the years may age and weather may run, there'll always be an Appalachian springtime in my heart. Though the years may age and winter may run, there'll always be an Appalachian springtime in my heart.
Alright.
Did you live up around
What?
the Appalachians? Had you lived around the
I lived there for a month or so, years some time ago.
No, we're in the foothills of the Appalachians.
This is just an old blues record. I got an email just today. My old hometown is washed away. These 2000s, these terrible 2000s are killing me. Dreadful droughts, torrential rains, tornadoes and hurricanes. These 2000s, these terrible 2000s are killing me. Better days that I have seen take me back to good old 19. These 2000s, these terrible 2000s are killing me. Oceans rising, lakes are drying. Still there's folks out there denying. These 2000s, these dreadful 2000s are killing me. Don't you ever wonder why? There ain't nothing that money can't buy. These 2000s, these terrible 2000s are killing me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ was a man and walked on a fan. I believe he walked the shores of Galilee. But he caused a great eruption as he it's the lion against the bunny, and it didn't turn out well for Jesus. Jesus Christ was a man, he came with a plan. He wanted the world to save, but he said that the rich they should share it with the poor, and they laid Jesus Christ in the grave. In his sermon on the Mount, Jesus was a fountain of wisdom about where the truth was at. He told them all it came in peace and war, that war and hate must finally cease. You know well what became of that. Jesus Christ was a man, he came with a plan. He wanted the world to save, but he said that the rich they should share it with the poor, and they laid Jesus Christ in the grave. Well, if Jesus came today, there's only one thing I can say. We'd find a better way to do him in. We'd let him share his shortened views on the Friday evening news, then you'd never hear of Jesus again. Jesus Christ was a man, he came with a plan. He wanted the world to save, but they said that the rich would save, and they raised Jesus Christ in the grave. I'll do one more. I'll do a couple more.
Encore.
I poured a little poison in the water, poured a little poison in the air, poured a little poison on the kitchen table, just a little poison everywhere. Put a little poison in your garden, put a little poison on the trees. If you want a little poison in your heart, put a little poison in your feet. Put a little poison in the wind. Put a little poison on the grass. Put a little poison in your cows and chickens, and see what will come to pass. Put a little poison in the cob. Put a little poison on the shell. Put a little poison in your little baby. Put a little poison in your cell. Put a little poison in the wall. Put a little poison in the air. Put a little poison in the kitchen table. Just a little poison everywhere. Just a little poison everywhere. Just a little poison
Tell brother, you gotta mic him up for next time. You gotta mic him. Yeah, louder than he is. We wanna hear him.
Yeah.
You are great with the keyboard. Oh yeah, scrolling words. We can all sing along. There's your mission. You want to be able to sing along, the bouncing ball.
We'll see if we can come up with. Well, this song that I'm singing, it ain't so fine, 'cause it ain't good manners to try and remind you that the day may be coming before you repose, when they'll keep you alive with a tube in your nose. With a tube in your nose, with a tube in your nose, they keep you alive with a tube in your nose. Well, we used to die noble like poets and saints, the carpenter with tools and the painter with paints. If we all go to heaven, then God only knows why they keep us down here with a tube in our nose. With a tube in our nose, with a tube in our nose, they keep us down here with a tube in our nose. So I live every moment like there's only one, that dance in the moonlight and witness the sun. And I know that I'm going where everyone goes, but I don't want to go with it. With a tube in my nose, with a tube in my nose, I
Good job, Val.
I know a place for you. That song is perfect. Melanie Dreyer, she used to be dean at University of Miami. That last song, Melanie Dreyer was dean at University of Miami when she did her research in Jamaica on pregnant women using ganja.
Oh, yeah?
But her dream is she wants to have a nursing home in Jamaica. Nice, beautiful place, central kitchen area, the rooms are round, people, and it's like, and listen, if your time comes, you're just gonna die. We're not gonna get you to any intensive care. You're not gonna be stuck in some place with the tubes in your nose. But it's like, yeah, she could use that as a theme song for her center.
We're all going to sing along.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey Al, have you tried to sell any of those songs?
No.
No? Okay.
He has a lot of stuff on YouTube.
You know.
Yeah, he has hundreds and hundreds on there.
Yeah, some those lyrics.
Yeah, they're great.
But I don't think they're saleable. I think they're good to listen to.
No, I think they are. I think the
We're getting
Yeah.
the comedic, you know, they're very, you know,